Alright, so today I think is October 7th. It's Saturday, um, and all of the footage you've been seeing about the 3rd Gen Legacy has been happening earlier this summer. This is just kind of an update episode to update everybody on the channel. I've had a few people reach out and wonder why content is so slow. And so the main reason content is slow is I just became a dad. My wife had a fairly tough pregnancy, so instead of spending time in the garage or wrenching on the car, I spent it with her. I also had the chance to work between 50 and 60 hours a week at my job and get paid overtime through the summer, and so that was between the two. Didn't have a whole lot of time to do a ton of other things and as much to the cars as I'd like. The last couple of months I've just kind of been spending time setting up, saving up, and picking up some tools. I've been holding out to find a good deal on a welder, and I finally did. I'll show you that. So he was running inner shield wire on the MIG welder without swapping the polarity, and it makes it run like crap. Plus he didn't really know what he was doing. The ground is pretty chunky, and so anyway, it needs some work, but it was 40 bucks. It's a MIG welder, just a 90 amp 110 volt. Should be a good little welder. I did pick up gas for it, just a little 40 cylinder bottle. It's got a chain. I just need to attach it to the back of this, and it's a little tiny portable cart all on its own because the back of it has wheels. So pretty cool little setup that I got for pretty cheap. I mean, the bottle cost 5 times what the welder cost, so maybe not 5 times. Anyway, so I'm starting to kind of put together a little set of tools for doing some fabrication work in the garage over the winter. Earlier this summer at my job, I saw this bandsaw sitting on the side of the road for free for a couple days, so I picked it up. It works just fine. I put a metal cutting blade on it. I don't know, I got the same size blade as the wood blade that was on it. It seems like it's about a ½ inch too big, and I don't want to pay to get a custom blade made. So I'm just going to weld an extra tensioner on the inside of it. So that actually seems pretty, I guess it's not super tight. I don't know, maybe I bought just a Harbor Freight blade, and so maybe the blade stretched out a little bit. I'm not totally sure. Anyway, but my tensioner, the stock tensioner, or factory tensioner, whatever, it's not working too well, and so anyway, I need to fix it before I can use it hardcore. I have been mocking up a couple of things with some pipe that I got. Anyway, so I got a bandsaw for free, which is nice because it's quieter than a cutting disc, and it's faster and less dirty. So I've been messing around with that. Over here I have the EZ30R, the original engine from my 05 Legacy. So last winter I bought this guy. It had blown head gaskets. Turned out it actually had a cracked head, so I replaced the head gaskets. Still had overheating and water burning issues, and ended up just swapping it for a JDM crate engine. Replaced all the smaller gaskets on that and threw it in. It's been running fantastic. Anyway, so this is my mock-up engine for the supercharger build. The heads on the EZ30R, although they have AVCS and different shaped exhaust ports than the EZ30D, it is basically the same setup, and the EZ30D aluminum intake manifold does fit and bolt on to the heads. So I'm using this engine as a mock-up for my supercharger build. That's taken a lot longer than I had hoped, but at the same time, I haven't had any way to weld aluminum, and so with my little MIG welder, I'm going to be building a new intake manifold from scratch to fit a supercharger, and just doing it from steel. And this go around is just going to be mild steel because it's cheap, and down the line I can redo it in stainless or do it in aluminum. But for now, dirt cheap daily, doing it super cheap. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I have some other stuff. I have a seat for the Legacy GT that's I got for super cheap. I got some extra wide Corvette rims. I have my old lifted Legacy tires and rims. But yeah, mostly I just haven't had a whole ton of time. I do have another winter project.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
I picked this guy up for 50 bucks. It did work just fine, but it wasn't fast. So putting in a different engine, or a different motor, I'm either going to do 36 or 48 volt. This right now is 6. And yeah, gonna have a little drift cart, so should be fun. This is my other project that I have been working on slowly. It's an automatic transmission. I picked it up for free, and I'm just kind of taking it apart to play with it. Mostly just to figure out how to take it apart, because the first time you take something apart, you usually screw something up. And so I plan on rebuilding an auto in the future. So this one's a 4 EAT out of a 99 Subaru Legacy. So yeah, look for that teardown video in the future as well. Anyway, so that's kind of it. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I would like. That's kind of life. And so things are slower, I guess. I'm juggling a lot right now. But I'm still, I don't know, modifying cars is life, and so I'm never gonna stop doing that. And yeah, so look forward to some really cool stuff. If you're not interested in this kind of cool stuff, then look forward to oh, there it is, that kinds of stuff. So, yeah, that's it.